Hey everybody, welcome to a very special, Saturday Spinding update. Got a lot of information for you today. You guys are going to be really happy to be here. My name is Bart. Some of you might know me. We've got Chris Clark, who you've heard on the calls and speaks to Paul daily, probably multiple times a day. He has some really exciting information for us. You guys are going to just be extremely happy. And timing and even some payment information about when we're going to get paid, which is yay, good news. We've got Darren here, one of the obviously top leaders in the business. You've probably seen some of his videos. Obviously does a lot of work to help us have tools and videos and things that we can share this business with. And we've got Jeremy here, the legend himself, the man, the myth, the technical wizard behind the marketing suite, and he's going to share some extremely exciting news about the marketing suite. I know that I put out a couple teasers yesterday, including a couple landing pages or capture pages with Jeremy himself on the video, and the reaction to that was insane. People were like, oh my God, I want that right now. It is coming. He'll give you more details, and yeah, they'll be here very shortly, including a teaser of something that's going to be really special. It's going to get us huge conversions, and we are going to get a ton of people in this business. Now, I'm going to start off with just a little personal reflection, if you want to call it that, a look back. You know, we basically are alive approximately 11 or 12 days, if you want to say that. I did start off obviously in January, and got the word out, got people pre-enrolled, and I knew it was coming, and been talking to Paul, and been fortunate enough to speak to him myself and get a really good insight to the person, if you want to call it, the human behind this business. And all I can say is thank God we have an owner who is responsive, who cares about us, who cares about this program, who is 100% invested and knows that this is going to be a huge program. I mean, the affiliate side alone is just a winner, all right? It's crazy. 100% of every single person I've showed this business to who does the minimum requirement of buying a $30 Bravo package and sharing it with 2 other people is making money. 100%. That is the very first time in my whole entire career online that has happened. Okay, 100%. That is an absolute phenomenal message. If you don't get that and you're here, I mean, you must, because you're watching this now. It'll only resonate more and more on the internet, because that is the first time, and it might be the last time, right? So I think that's really great. I want to give a little more of an update also. I'm working with a few different leaders, and some of them are, basically what we have is we have teams, all right? And we have teams in Israel, we have teams in Ecuador, we have teams in Brazil, we have teams in Australia, we've got a Malaysian team that's just starting up, we've got a Russian team that is going to meet with us tomorrow and get their infrastructure set up and get going. And the exciting part of that is, you know what they did? They took a test spot, right? They took a test spot and put 2 people below it, and all they had to see for them to feel confident to share it was it worked, right? And remember this, 100% it works. So guess what they're doing? They're now getting it out there, right? And I'm going to hand it to the Israelis. Hi guys, Adelia, you're awesome. They have definite struggles in getting in this business due to their banking security laws. They have real issues. They've got to go to the post office and buy a prepaid card. That card can only be used for 3 people at a time. Then it's done, and it's like giving blood. It's not like we go to the store and buy a little prepaid card at 7-Eleven. No, it's a whole different thing, right? So, the leader that's involved with them has been paying it forward out of his balance to get them in, and I know they're extremely excited about when we get the new merchant account that'll have less restrictions and the MasterCard availability on it. And I know that when that happens, it's even going to blow up more. Now, I'm going to give some props out also to obviously the Brazilians that are here, and I can tell you that the Portuguese are coming in droves, right? I mean, literally, the Portugal's in the house. They're coming in strong, right? We haven't even touched like the Asian market yet. We just got some people working on that right now. The Russians are like a pack of hyenas, man. As soon as they have that piece of meat on the floor and they can get to that meat, going, yeah, and then they come in like nuts, right? So guess what? It's just starting, right? This is still just starting, man. I mean, I'm going to ask Chris to talk about, like, if he can, total membership and stuff like that, because I don't know those figures. I have a good guess, but you know, what can I say, man? You know, for the first time ever, it's real. It's awesome. We had a launch that didn't go haywire or turn into a, you know, a total crap shoot, you know, whatever you want to call it. I mean, because we have an owner who cares, who listens, and you know, does this thing with us, and he really does care about you. And you know, if you haven't listened to one of the calls on Tuesday night and you don't know what I'm talking about, please plug in and listen to this man speak, because he's been so awesome in letting people ask questions, and he doesn't shy away from anything. And luckily, he now is going to put a restriction of 1 question per person, because I've heard people like talk to him like he's his brother, right? That's the kind of way Paul is. So, you know, I'm going to just give huge props to him. I hope he's caught up on some sleep, because I doubt he had more than, you know, 20 hours of sleep in the last 7 days. But we're here now, and man, the news you're going to hear now is just even going to get this better and better for you. So with that, I'd love to have Chris give a little talk to Paul. He just got off the phone with him a few minutes ago, and boy, was I excited to hear what I just heard, and now you're going to get excited too. So Paul, if you wouldn't mind, why don't you give a little bit of an update and some of your thoughts on the business, and really appreciate you being here, buddy. Really do, man.
Well, thank you. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge Google Hangout person, so do I need to do anything on my end, or are we good? We're good. All right. Well, thank you very much. I did just get off the phone with Paul, and I talk to Paul quite frequently, pretty much every day. And just a testament to what Bart was saying, that Paul is such a genuine and dynamic gentleman. I met him online several years ago, and what stood out to me was I had an issue with the payment, and he was running some admin of the company, and I had an issue with the payment, and I reached out to support. He personally called me back, and he FedExed a check personally out of his account the next day. And to me, that speaks volumes of somebody, that they're willing to do that to make sure that everybody is pleased with what's going on. And he brings that to everything that he does. And he's been a part of several different things, but he's never been at the helm. You know, he's just been one of the cogs in the wheel. Well, today with Spinding, he's at the helm, and you guys can really see what happens with a gentleman that, you know, puts customer service first, make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, and make sure everything is squeaky clean. And what comes along with that is being completely transparent and discussing the mistakes and discussing the obstacles and the hardships, because, you know, we're trying to grow this thing big. And where we're at right now is the very, very, very beginning of this thing. And just like Bart has teams all over the world, several other leaders have teams all over the world that haven't even gotten started with this thing yet. And so I want to thank you guys for just showing support and believing in something, and let us do what we need to do on our end from an admin standpoint to prove to you that this is going to be around for a long time. And with that, I'll just go into a couple of exciting announcements that he shared with me today, that we're going to get paid this week. You know, the gateway, the gateway's open. We got an email from our bank in China, and they had a 3-day weekend over there. And so, as Paul was saying, the week of the 7th, that's what's going to happen. Next week, the gateway's going to open. It's probably going to take maybe 24, 48 hours to settle, and then it'll be in the e-wallet, and then it'll be turned over to you. And it won't be your complete balance in your back office that you're showing today. It will be a partial balance. But what that means is that we're getting paid about 2 weeks in arrears. And so after that first week that we opened, there was some money that was generated, and this is the arrears that we're getting this week. And so it won't be your complete balance. And so I don't want anybody to get alarmed if they see, okay, wait a second, I only got, you know, a half or 2/3 of what it shows in my balance, because the rest is coming. It just hasn't been released to us yet. So once it gets released to Spinding's e-wallet, then it will be transferred over into everybody else's e-wallet. And so another thing is that we are growing at a rate that is so phenomenal that Paul just discussed, that several people received all of their 10 cycles in a day, in the lower levels here with this program. And I know when we first turned this thing on, and we had the dynamic, the potential commissions in the back office, and you'd wake up in the morning and there'd be, you know, your 10 cycles by 2 a.m. Well, it's slowly getting back to that with the real money. And so we can't wait until that's happening every day in every line. And we're well on our way for that. And then there was, again, being completely transparent, there were some issues with some of the upgrades and the auto upgrade and then the upgrade from your e-wallet and you could pay it forward. And so that created a little confusion, and there's been a slew of support tickets in the back office. But they're getting knocked out one by one, and anybody that has had an issue, that issue is being taken care of. And I think everybody is going to be very, very excited if you look at your back office over the next 12 hours. Paul has put together a program and a script, wrapped it around what we're already doing, and that's going to resolve all of the issues. And so when Paul starts talking his computer language to me, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. He talks about the code and this doing this table and this script. And hey, Paul, I don't know any of that stuff, but I do know this. I trust that when he puts his mind and his brain to making a fix, that it ends up being a wonderful thing. And so you've seen in your back office, you've seen that your commissions have grown on a day-to-day basis. That's not going to stop. And what's going to make this thing even more exciting is when the second month anniversary of people's 30 days starts to come in. Because then all of the new business that comes in, this old business that's just reoccurring, that's just going to be on top of the new business. So if you look at the ticker on our home website, spinding.com, and you see that it says 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute and 20 seconds, that's how fast people are upgrading. And when the renewal business comes in the second month, it's going to be lights out. And then when the app comes out, and just a little update on the app, is that the app is in hand, but true to form, it's not coming out until it's perfect. And rather than put something out that maybe is not completely functional, or maybe is not aesthetically or cosmetically the best, we're not going to let it out, because we don't want there to be any questions. When it comes out, it's going to be, wow, that looks beautiful, that works beautiful, that's the beautiful thing. And that's the only thing that we're striving for, is perfection. And of course we're going to have bumps in the road. Of course there's going to be mistakes, but that's why it's great to have a field of leaders just like you guys that are out here, that are plugging away, and as the issues come up, you can reach through the channels and you can get it taken care of. And so by being connected to Darren and being connected to Bart, that means you're connected to me, that means you're connected to Paul, and that means that if you're involved, you're connected to the leadership and the admin. So I appreciate you guys coming out. I appreciate the support. I'm not going to take up any more time. If there's any other pressing questions that I could answer, oh, I almost forgot one more thing. There is also an SMS app that's going to be on the site, which what that means is that everybody's using a mobile device. You're going to be able to be reminded of updates via text message. And so that I just spoke with him about it. I know he's got some other bullet points to knock out, but that's on the agenda to put in there as well. And one other thing is that in the back office, when you go to your line view and you see the tree that comes up, and then you got to scroll to the left and scroll to the right and up and down and zoom in and out, and sometimes that could be a little hard on the eyes. We have another interface that we're bringing out with that as well that's going to make that so much more, the interface is going to be so much easier. It'll be a vertical where it'll be your leaders will be there. You can click the name, and then it'll open up underneath that person. And then you can click another person's name, and it'll open up beneath that person. And so you can see exactly what's going on. And then we're also going to work to get what their level is and their upgrade status. That way you can look to see if there's somebody that you do want to pay it forward for. You can see strategically where you want to place that. So, excuse me, a lot of good things coming down the pipe here. This is going to be a very, very exciting week. And again, thank you for allowing me to come here and share some information. And I thank you guys for coming here and staying plugged in.
Awesome, Chris. Really great to have you here, man. I'm glad that you were able to make it on short notice, and you know, hopefully you can keep on making these, because that news right there surely excited me. I can't wait to see the updates. The fact that we're going to have SMS messages. I mean, imagine getting the text, you know, like, hey, you just got paid, right? or wow, you know, big meeting tonight, special announcement, look for this new feature. That is really brilliant, because you're right, everybody has this with them all the time, whether they're home or not. So that is massive. And you know, it's funny because you know, I know Paul must be a mind reader, because I've had people asking me about the unilevel viewing, and you just addressed that as well, which is really brilliant. And you know, hey guys, guess what? Looks like we're gonna get paid like probably Wednesday or Thursday, right? So here we go, right? I mean, how good does this get? And again, Chris, again, thanks a lot, man, and tell Paul, you know, for all of us, he's doing a great job and really appreciate him. Darren, why don't you go ahead and let us know what's going on with you, and how's it going with your team, and what's up with you, buddy?
Hi, Bart. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Chris. Thank you very much. Lovely to meet you face to face at last. Yeah, it's gone really, really well. I was one of the fortunate people that got involved. I don't know, towards the middle of January this year. It seems a long time. So middle of this year, and I did a little bit to begin with, and then, like a lot of people, I think I've just sort of left and almost forgotten about Spinding until sort of the last 3, maybe 4 weeks at the most. But when I started to get the updates from Chris and from Paul, I started to literally hammer my list, my contacts and my directs, and they would have been getting 2, 3, even 4 emails per day over the past 2 to 3 weeks, to the point that a lot of people have been hitting the unsubscribe button. Now, I don't have an issue with that, because that's fine. But what has happened is that a lot of people have got involved with Spinding, and, as Bart said right at the beginning, have taken on board the fact that they only need to make a $30 payment, they only need to find 2 people, and they are effectively, I think really by the end of the first week, these guys are in profit. And that is an absolute first that I've been able to appreciate in any business. I've been involved in quite a few over the past couple of years. This isn't, what I want to do is show the back office that I've got at the moment. Now, this isn't any way for me to show off, it's just a matter of explain to you roughly the work that goes into this type of thing, and more importantly, the benefits that you guys will get over the week and months ahead. And if I can just remember how to do it, just let me know when you can see my back office. And
we got it, buddy. Perfect.
Lovely. Okay,
awesome.
Brilliant. So obviously this is what I've done is I've gone to my account and I've clicked on the financials tab here, and it brings up this sheet, and obviously I've blown it up so you can see it. And I'm not sure whether you can read it clearly, but and I'll say this slowly. So total earnings is $8,188.50. Now, I'm a Tango, but I wasn't a Tango originally. I came in as a Foxtrot, and as I've explained to somebody just today, is that I spent $210. So in the space of less than 2 weeks, I'm nearly $8,000 in profit. Now, I do not know of any business at all, any business that can produce that in such a quick turnaround. But the exciting thing for me is this here, and this is page 1 of 510 pages, I think. Now, I don't earn any money until people in my team earn money. That's the beauty of this. And as you can see, I've got people in my team earning, they'll be earning $4 each time that this cycles out. So we're looking at the 5th. So this is, where are we now? This is coming up to noon time. So this is noon today, and there's people who've earned $4, $4, $4, which is brilliant, because that means that obviously I'll earn some money, but it means that they've cycled, they've now got a really strong story. And then down here, as Chris was saying, the Bravos have gone absolutely crazy. And as we know, everybody is a Bravo, everybody has to be a Bravo, and it just goes on and on and on, and I can just click through these, and it just really is exciting. Because like I say, all these people are all earning money. All these people have now got stories to tell. And yeah, okay, I've got 186 directs, but like everybody else, not everybody has upgraded. I've got about 63 people that have upgraded, and I think from what I've heard that that's quite a large percentage. But I've got, like I said at the beginning, no excuse, because I absolutely hammered these people to tell them, look, this is launching, get involved, massive potential, you're going to be in profit, follow this system, follow this system. And these are the results that you guys will be looking at. And I know there's people who are in my team who have never earned money consistently online before. And these guys are now pulling in $400, $500, $600 already just on a Bravo package. And that's simply because they've got busy and effectively have got jiggy with it. So it's really effective. And hopefully, I've shared my screen now. Hopefully you can understand that there's huge potential here, but the potential will only happen if you guys do what you need to do. And there's only two things you need to do: is you go out and you buy a package, and then you go out and you find two people who also buy that same package, that same level that you're at. That's all you have to do. If you want to earn more, if you want to earn quicker, if you want to earn, whatever, then you duplicate that. You make sure that you duplicate that. And if those two people don't duplicate, find somebody else who will. Find somebody else who will. But if nothing else, there's the other third thing that you can do is get them into the marketing suite, get them to load up there or check their profile, and then get them to click the task of the day, which is in the calendar section. That is all you need to do, because every 24 hours that individual will now receive training, and they will get training for the next 10 days if they're in Bravo, 20 days if they're in what's the next one, Delta, 30 days if they're in Foxtrot, 40 days, 50 days, 60 days of training throughout, and that will be dripped through to them on a 24-hour basis. Now that doesn't mean that if you log in on a Monday and you don't log in until Friday that you're going to get 5 days of training. It doesn't work like that. That next day's training will only appear when you log in next time. So if you log in on Monday, complete that training. If you don't log in till Friday, you will then get to see the second day's training. Follow those every single day. It's only an hour. They've been designed specifically to give you an hour's worth of activity, if you like. And if you continue to do that every single day for the next 60 days, imagine how big your team will be, especially if they're all doing the same thing. So if nothing else, please get them to do that. It's training that is rough, ready, and effective. It's not dressed up in, you've got to be this special type of person, you've got to have superhuman skills. It's simply, here's what you've got to do, copy it, paste it, click the button, send it. Here's what you've got to do today, copy, paste it, click, send the button. It's rough, ready, very effective training, and it's that gets businesses like I've got, because it's not down to me, it's down to the individuals in my team that have gone out and duplicated themselves. And it's super, super simple, because that's how I design stuff, because I am super, super simple. So with that, I think that's enough, and I'll pass that back over to Bart.
Awesome, awesome. You mean so all we have to do is we can let these people come in this business, take their spot, and we're going to teach them how to make money, huh? Wow, that is great. I know that we did some testimonial videos earlier today. Jeremy is going to be making a great testimonial video that will be in the marketing suite, also end up on some of the sales funnels. If you have some great testimonials, folks, please get with me, send them to me. We want some written ones as well. I'm sure we'll pass them along to Paul so he can put them up on the site and create that page as well. I know that there's some really killer news about other things that are coming, and I definitely want Jeremy to talk about this, because I didn't want to even give away the, if you want to call it, I don't want to give away the whole car, right? I'm just going to tell you that there's a car over here, and guess what? Wait till you hear what this is going to be, and it's getting better and better and better. If you guys don't know this and you don't go in the marketing suite yet, and you need to, just get in there and start looking around, because it's being improved all the time. I think there's something like, I don't know, 14 or 16 capture pages, landing pages, sales pages, and a new thing being built that will change this business that we have here, because, in essence, you're going to be able to somehow get people to get into a page and take an action, and you know what? The system is going to be there to sell them in this business, okay? You always want to connect with them. You always want to talk to them. You want to get them on a Skype call. If you don't do Skype yet, do it. Start to talk to people like we do this here on the Hangout, and connect with your people so you can help them. But believe it or not, what's coming in the marketing suite will get people to join this business, okay? It's like a whole system, all right? And with that, I'd love to have Jeremy tell us what's going on, especially after I gave that teaser out of that awesome page that people saw yesterday. And why don't you please tell us what's happening with that, buddy, and really make our people excited now.
Wow, thanks, Bart. Can you hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can. Good. Well, nice to meet you, Chris. I've seen you in a few videos, so good to meet you, sir. And before we move on to the marketing suite, I just want to pick up from where Darren left off. I'm not a marketing guru like Darren, but I joined Spinding again, like Darren, in January, towards the back end of January, and around about the 27th of February, March, sorry, we actually was able to pay. And I paid $30. That's $30. I did like Darren did, sent his emails out, just put my name, which I think he got from Chris. So thanks, Chris. And I got 57 people to join in direct. And out of those 57 people, 6 of those actually did exactly what I did, and they went and bought a Bravo. So that was roughly about, I don't know, 8-9 days ago, I think now. And my $30 is now turned into $1,262. $1,262. How can that be possible? That's just mind-blowing. Paul, I want to kiss you. Good job you're in the States. Otherwise, I'll be around cuddling you as well. Now, how did I do that? Really, I'll tell you how I did that. I went into the marketing suite. Darren has made a task of the day. He's done all these videos that will take you by the hand. It's like sitting next to Darren, looking over his shoulder, and he's taking you step by step. You need to do this. And when you do that, open this door, close that door, open this window. And it's all as easy, peasy. You know, your grandmother can do it, like I said in the video the other day. And believe me, I'm a plumber, and if I can do it, I know you can. So we have fantastic tools that we've built for you in the marketing suite. And just to give, we're building constantly. We're putting new things all the time. So, you know, please bear with us. You know, it's like anything. We've got a couple of little problems, but we're fixing them. We're getting through your tickets. Myself and Darren answer the tickets every day. We normally clear those up during the week. And you know, you've got in there landing page that are already done for you. You've got landing pages that you can make yourself, so you can tailor make them in the landing page creator. You've got a banner creator. You can make any size banner that you like, and they're all GIF banners, which means they flash and do things on the screen. You've got done for you emails. You've got Facebook stuff. You've got Twitter stuff. You've got YouTube stuff. God, there's that much stuff. It's like the generation game, we say here, you know, and the cuddly toy. We've got everything, and I defy anybody that can't watch a task of the day, carry out those tasks, and not bring 2 people into this business. I would say it's impossible not to bring 2 people into this business if you do the task of the day and you get stuck into the marketing suite. And also what we're working on, myself and Darren, we're going to put together a sales funnel template. Now we're going to give you a landing pages that you can edit yourself. There'll be a video one, there'll be a text one with some nice backgrounds. Then from that video, there'll be another video. So if somebody opts into the landing page, you know, they put their name and the email address in, they'll get another video telling them to go back to their email, check the email, click the link in the email. Then they'll get another video that talks them about the business and how they're going to make their money. And then when they fill out their details, they're going to go straight to the payment page inside Spinding. That's what we would like. We're hoping to put together for you over the next sort of few days. So you will have this done for this, what do you call it, sales funnel. But really all you've got to do is send traffic to it. Send traffic. Now, I don't know if you're new in the business, traffic means visitors. You know, you've got to open your shop door. So if you've got your shop on Oxford Street or downtown New York, you know, you need to open the doors. And once you open the doors, the customers pour in. But listen to this. We're also going to be able to supply you with the traffic. We're bringing them in on a bus. How much better can it get? You know, so you're going to get the traffic, you're going to get the sales funnel, you're going to get everything. All you've got to do is really make a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. You know, what else can you do? It's just fantastic. So I'm really excited. And also, you know, Chris mentioned about an SMS tool. Now, we're actually building an SMS tool as well for the marketing suite. So you'll be able to have a landing page that sits lovely on top of your smartphone. And those people, if they opt in from your smartphone, they'll go straight into your list. And you'll also be able to ping them a text back and send them links. I mean, this is just going to be fantastic. And myself, I'm so excited, which I hope that's coming across. This is the first business, and I'm going to say the first business on the internet, and I've been working on the internet for a while, that it does exactly what it says on the tin. You know, you can earn real money, and you don't have to be a guru. You can be a complete beginner. You know, really, as I said, your grandmother can do it. And I would say you're crazy if you're not involved with Spinding. And please go and sign up. And if you are already signed up, get yourself upgraded. And as I said in the last video, are you still here?
Yeah. Are you still here? What are you doing? I love that. My wife, when I played that video on that landing page, she just started cracking up, man. I swear to God. That was the funniest thing I've seen. Yeah, I hope you guys understood that. I know that sometimes these Brits are a little hard to understand. Jeremy, he gets really excited and he gets going, and you got to slow him down. And I was going to tell him to be cautious about that. But let me just say this to you again, so you really get this. There's a sales funnel being made. Okay, the sales funnel is going to have basically a landing page, if you want to call it that, with the video on it, right? The one that some of you have seen already. And when they take an action there, right, they're going to get another video that's going to tell them to go look in their email, right? And in their email will be another link they're going to open up, right? And in there is going to be another video that's going to tell them how to make money. By the time this happens, these people are up to here, right? So from there, there's going to be a join now button, right? And believe me, these, you know, Jeremy is like a technical wizard. I don't know if you guys know this yet, but this guy is brilliant. He's doing stuff that are gonna it's gonna take the obstacles out of the way, right? And when I heard about this sales funnel, and believe me, I have seen sales funnels before in my life, all right? And I've seen big problems with sales funnels because they're extended over time, and there's too much shit to do, and it's too complicated, especially for a newbie. This is gonna make people join, okay? Now, if you didn't also hear this, you know, the marketing suite, Darren and Jeremy have been talking to some really good traffic providers, and after interviewing well over 10 people and, you know, really checking them out and actually asking other people about these people, because, you know, how many traffic providers can say, I give traffic to this guy, right? And when you have 3 people say, I give traffic to the same guy, you realize somebody's lying, right? Well, you know, we cut through all the crap, and Jeremy and Darren, thank you for this work. We think that there is something really good here. So we're doing a, you know, if you want to call it a beta test, I believe it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. Some of you already have taken a spot. It's being sold in $25 little chunks. There is a few spots open, so if you want to take advantage of a test, right, let us know. Or if you want to, you know, aggressively build your business, get with one of us, and you can get one of the few remaining spots. But here's the good news, okay? So that traffic's going to be driven, okay, to a place where we should get conversions. And the first week, the funnel won't be completely done, but by the end of the week, this funnel will be done. So the next time we open this co-op up to the public, okay, We're going to have something that's going to be like sliding down a ski slope. It's just going to be so simple. I mean, no moguls on this thing. It's going to be just a fast run into making them buy, right? And what is that going to do for us? I think we might have incredible conversions, incredible sales, and let's face it, guys. I mean, this is so simple, as the Brits might say, a numpty can do it. Okay, it's impossible not to succeed in this business. Okay, and you know what? Some of us are looking for real income online. This is not about making $500 a month for me, by no means. Okay, I have a I have a 5-figure income in my mind in this business, and you know what? I'm absolutely 1,000% confirmed, guaranteed in my head I'm going to achieve that. Within the next 30 days, I have 12 directs, okay? I've made $2,200. I'm extremely happy about that, okay? I got 35 other people that haven't taken action that are in my leads, and I'm going to hammer them. I mean, I passed off Chris's through Darren's emails myself, right? But you know what? I don't care. They don't take action. They're going to be crying. Boy, I tell you what, in 2 months when they look at this program and they realize they didn't do it, they are going to just be so upset, because this is the easiest program to share with anybody. It really is. And I know that I have a goal, no matter what, to get 3 new people per week. If I can get 3 new people per week here in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to achieve the goal that I want. All right? And my goal is private and personal, but it's a 5-figure income from this business. I'm absolutely guaranteed I'm going to make it happen in this. You watching us right now can do exactly the same thing. All right? I mean, one thing that's a fact, especially in online business, and this is just the biggest fact that is the truth, and that is success breeds success. Okay? And proof shows the proof. So, when you're talking to people, you want to get them on a Skype call, you want to show them your back office, say, look how simple this is, okay? It's that simple. Share your proofs. You guys have done a great job putting out your payment proofs. You guys are doing a great job creating your Skype rooms and your teams and your Facebook groups and all that stuff. Really proud of all of you guys. And you know what? The best thing that someone said to me about this business, and I even believe maybe it wasn't even Chris, the fact is, there is no leader in this business saying, it's all me, I want it all. You know what? We're all helping each other, right? We're all crossing over, we're all helping each other, we're all, assisting each other and to succeed, because you know what? The fact is, every single person that comes into this business benefits everybody, right? So what's our goal? Our goal is to make this the biggest frickin' business that's been online a long time. I believe we're going to hit that. I know that, I mean, Chris, if you don't mind me asking, have we hit like 14,000 members so far? Are we about at that number right now?
I don't have a sight on the exact numbers, but I know that a couple of days ago we were at, he said something upwards of 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 members, and that was a handful of days ago. So I know that he's had his head down, working on the comp plan and working on these other things, and the discussions that we've had have been about other things rather than numbers in this thing. And so all I know is that I look at the ticker and I see that thing jumping every 5, 10, 30 seconds, and that's enough for me. And anybody that's not involved, that should be enough for you, that you want to be in front of that.
Yeah, exactly. And I love how you said this, because I try to explain this to people also. This is another thing. Sometimes you get someone who poo-poos something, right? And how many times have you heard about a cycler or a matrix, and what it is a one-off, whether it be $400 to get in, $20 to get in. When you pay only once, and you're depending on all the other people behind you to push you through, and you don't ever pay again, there's a problem. It'll always do the same exact thing. It's happened with every single one I've ever seen in my life. Whether it be $1.75 to make $18,000, or this to make $1 billion, forget it. It's never going to happen. You know why? Because I don't pay again. So with Spinding, guys, the really exciting thing that Chris touched upon before, and I do tell this to everybody because I believe this is the most important thing, is that, around the 17th, 18th, 19th, people are going to start paying again, and there's still new people coming in. And every day from then on, everybody is, basically the cycle of who's due that day is paying, and there's just still new people coming in. So what's going to happen the second month? This thing is going to blow up. What's going to happen the third month? It's going to blow up even bigger, right? And as this story gets out, which, by the way, I mean, I'm all over Facebook. Spinding is still not exposed. This business is still really fresh and young. If you don't think you're going to get someone in this business, test me. I put out crazy, stupid posts on Facebook, and people say, Jesus Christ, you misspelled this, your run-on sentence, it's a joke. And I say, you know, I do that on purpose because I make people look twice and just go, what is that idiot talking about? I've even had people argue with me on my posts. And you know what? That's funny because I know they're reading it, right? So anyway, that's a little trick I do myself. We have so much good stuff coming on. I know that everyone here is watching us is in this business, and if you can't feel the excitement that we have here, that Darren has and Jeremy has and Chris has, obviously, you know, you need to go and smell the coffee, right? Trust me, the most exciting thing about this business is when you can help someone else make money. And if you can focus on that, the reason why Darren's balance is so big is because he has helped so many people make money. He's made videos, and I've asked him, Darren, do you mind if someone downloads that video on their YouTube? I don't care. Do whatever they want with it. That's the way Darren works, right? So, you know, for me, he's someone that I respect, so I try to do the same thing. I try to help people, and the biggest thing is if you can help them make money, you will make more money. It just comes naturally. You do not have to focus on yourself. You focus on your people, you help them, you give them the tools they need, and you watch. It'll happen for you. Right? And if you really want to have a big income, then you go ahead and keep on doing this. Okay? Get wide. Right? It's not a bad problem to build a little deep, but don't forget yourself. I have had a few friends that all they did was do this and go deep, right? But they forgot themselves, and I had to say to them, listen, you need to get some more direct yourself. So if you've got 2 or 3 or 4, work on getting a couple more a week or 1 more a week at least minimum, because you watch how your income will grow from that, and you help them make money. And you know what? We have a great team and a great company, and the best thing of all is, really, this is the truth. It's all the momentum that we all do that we all benefit from. So, you know, with that, guys, unless you guys, my distinguished gentlemen on the panel, have anything else to add, I'm going to go ahead and end this call because we actually kept it at 42 minutes, which is like brilliant. I think it's the first time we've ever done it. Darren, Jeremy, Chris, would you like to add anything at all? Nope,
you know
we're
what?
good.
I'll say one more thing, and that is,
go ahead, Chris.
My professional career has been a teacher for many years, and one of the things that we do as teachers is we steal, and we steal from other people that are doing things that we want the same results. And I apply that to business as well. Is that if you see Darren's back office and you see that $8,000, and you see my back office or Bart's back office, and you want that type of income, you have to put forth that type of work. I mean, you look at this marketing suite in the back office, and I watch that, and I see all the work that was put in there from Darren and these guys. Man, that's not just, okay, turn this on, get my 2 people, and I sit back and watch it grow. No, that is you put your head down, you work, you're answering questions, you hear that they're answering support calls. I mean, I'm on the conference call every day. We're having a conference call in the middle of the day. And so if you want what these gentlemen have, then you have to do what these gentlemen are doing. And that's really just the fact of it, is because you're a product of the people that you surround yourself with. And so with that, I hope that this call was inspirational. I want to thank you guys very much for giving of your time and giving this information. And as always, you will always hear nothing but gratitude for your support. Because without you guys and without the help of everybody, just like Bart was saying, this thing doesn't grow. But if we all put our heads down and we put our heads together and we work this thing is going to pay us dividends that we're going to be able to see our generations that follow us pay off from. So thank you again, guys, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, wow. How do I even go beyond that? And if you don't get it, I'm going to just calm down a little bit right now, and we're going to go ahead and say thank you very much for spending the time with us today. We're going to try to do this on a regular basis. We've also talked about doing maybe a prospect call 1 time a week. We'll let you know about the schedule of that. And one quick reminder, if you want one of those last spots in the co-op, please get with us as soon as possible. And you guys have a great weekend. And boy, we're in for such a wild ride. I'm so excited. Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend.